we have got to talk about the fashion moment that everybody is talking about, and that is Kim Kardashian. Now, Kim went to the Academy Museum Gala in a beautiful Margiela couture gown and a face mask. And a face mask. Okay, I don't know, is this fashion or witness protection? I'm not sure. And then when I was looking at this mask, I said, are we sure that that's Kim even under there in that mask? That could be anybody. That could be Kim, Chloe, Chris, Northwest, the delivery driver, King Tut, I don't even know. The only real way to tell is Kim Kardashian is to turn around, look at her from behind. That's how you can tell. But Kim Kardashian, she is the only person who can turn a gala into a game of Guess Who. And I am not understanding, what is the fascination with masks in this family? Kanye West likes to wear masks. And now we got Kim wearing the mask. These kids aren't gonna know what their parents really look like, all these masks. When I look at this look has me asking all kinds of questions. How do you breathe in that mask? How do you blink in the mask? And Kim, I know you like to look perfect, but there's more than one way to cover a pimple than putting the mask on. And no, I'm looking at it, I know Kim couldn't see because she had somebody who was literally leading her into the event. Okay, this look right here looks crazy as hell. Because I didn't know if it was her assistant or a nurse's aide taking her into this thing. Who goes to a museum and they cannot see? Kim didn't know she was looking at a Picasso or the fire exit sign. And then you know they serve dinner at all of these events. So I'm going, how can you eat like this? Everybody else, they're eating steak, and you like, can somebody give me a steak smoothie and a straw? So Kim, and a lot of y'all, I don't know if you remember, Kim, you already did this at the Met Gala. So remember when she had the thing? So you stealing from yourself. You're stealing your own look. And let me tell you how I know that Kim cannot see in that thing, because I dressed as you, Kim, for Halloween. I dressed as you. When I tell you, I was bumping into everything. People let me walk into the walls. I ran into a camera. I heard some people whispering, go left, a little to the right. And that was the audience, all right? I took that mask off, and the next day I couldn't figure out how I got that bump over my eye. And they had me in the mask. I interviewed Deborah Roberts with the mask on, all right? So I didn't know if it was Deborah Roberts or Al Roker. I couldn't figure out. So, all right, family, are y'all ready for a good time? Yes! Sis, play my song. Oh my goodness. Now, y'all, over the weekend, passengers on a flight to Korea, they got the scare of their lives. On Air China, an Air China plane, it had to make an emergency landing after a fire had broken out in the overhead compartment. Y'all see this? Now, officials say that the fire was caused by a lithium battery. There were 160 people on the flight, so thankfully nobody was harmed. But I'm still trying to figure out, why isn't anybody doing anything? Do you see the people just sitting there, so casual, like nobody's getting up, but everybody got a daggone phone and they're filming. Not one person has grabbed a fire extinguisher. And is there a fire extinguisher app that we don't know about? Like, that's what they need. I mean, if you look, even the person filming it, the shot was steady. Normally when it's like chaos and you got the camera phone, you see people's feet, the camera done falling, the camera shaking. It looks like they got this camera on a tripod. I'm wondering, does this happen on a regular basis where it's just fires on the plane? When I tell you, think about it. I'm not sitting on a plane and it's a fire right above me. If I see any kind of flame, I am so out of there. I don't care if I'm 60,000 feet in the air. You would have seen a Sherri-shaped hole in that plane. The first thing, fire up in the plane, I'd have held my wig to one side. Because it's at that moment, that's when you realize your wig is flammable. And I don't care, because you know you're sitting in the emergency room and they say you got to take care of everybody else. Sherri be gone, okay? It's a fire. But see, this is what makes me so mad, because every time I get to the airport, they always ask you, do you have any lithium batteries? And I always say the same thing. I don't know about lithium. I know I got my double Ds, but mind your business. I take my batteries where I go, but they're not lithium. And then I was thinking about it. I don't even know what lithium batteries, like, what do they do? What do they look like? Norman, and that's what I wanted to ask you. I didn't get to see you before the show. Norman Baker's in our control room. What are lithium, hey, Norman.
Hey. Hey, everybody.
Tell me something. What are lithium batteries used for? I keep hearing it, but what are they used for?
Oh, my God. Lithium batteries, they're used for a lot of things. They're in everything, really. They're in your iPhone, they're in your tablets, they're in your, even high-powered power tools. They're in that.
Oh, so they're like the rechargeable, like the external chargeable thing. So it's for in any kind of phone, cell phone, any kind of tablet.
Yep.
And what was the last one you said?
High-powered power tools.
Oh, my God. That means I'm part of the problem. I am part of the problem. Because I bring them lithium batteries on everything. Yeah, I don't even be thinking about, it's so funny because my power tools, I got my lithium external chargers. So I'm so sorry. I done lied to all of y'all when you asked me. Because you don't think about the dangers of lithium batteries, but until a fire breaks out mid-air. So, and I know whose ever battery exploded was probably sitting there real quiet, like, I bet you they was like, wow, that sure is crazy. Oh, I hope everybody's okay, just sitting there. I'd be that person standing right up there going, whose bag is this? And y'all know they asked us all at the gate if we had lithium batteries. Who the hell said no? So from now on, I bet you these people gonna tell the truth when they check in their bags. I know that. Oh my God. Man, oh man, I'm telling you. I was listening to Willow Smith, and Willow Smith is not feeling today's dating scene. So Willow Smith said that things just are not the same anymore. And she took to Instagram to ask her followers, what happened to old school dating? Take a look.
Am I just delusional, or people asking other people out on dates is kind of like old school? I don't even remember the last time someone was like, hey, would you want to go on a date with me? I'm gonna start saying it again. To explicitly ask someone out on a date and use those specific words, especially someone that you don't really know that well. Would you want to go out on a date with me? Like, when was the last time someone asked you that?
See, and I love what Willow said. Clap if you would like somebody to say, would you like to go on a date? It's so confusing now how you got to date in this new way that people do things. So I like that Willow is saying this. I truly wish old school courtship would come back. I do. Oh my God, when I tell y'all being out here being single, I'm so confused. All people do now is they swipe right, they slide into your DMs, they talking to, they texting you going, you up? And then you get a text going, WYD, which means what you doing? I'm waiting for somebody to say, can we go out? It's like, they look at me in the eye and, somebody to just look me in my eye and say, would you like to go out on a date? Because, let me tell you something, going out on a date, it's specific. It means something. It means I like you, I wanna go somewhere, I wanna take you, I wanna spend time with you. It means you are on my mind. And I think when people say, would you like to go on a date, it shows intention. All right? Unlike, I'm telling you this, the conversation I recently had with this A-list male celebrity. All right? Let me tell you. He texted me because he thought I was cute. All right, that's fine. And he said, so we actually, then he called. We're talking on the phone. And he said, I'd like to collaborate with you personally and professionally. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what does that even mean? And so I say, collaborate personally and professionally. What, do you want to open up a fast food franchise together? Like, I mean, I don't. And he laughed. He was like, you know, and I was like, no. You want to like get coin laundromats together? I don't know what that means, sir. And then he's, you know, this A-list celebrity, he's known for being a wordsmith. So then he says at the end, because I'm just like, this is the weirdest conversation. He says at the end, he says, Sherri, lock in my number. Let's plant something and see what blooms. What does that mean? What does that mean, y'all? Let's plant and see what blooms. Was he asking me out or showing me how to garden? I don't know. Nobody is direct anymore. I literally, when he was talking, I was looking for the words, would you like to go on a date? Okay, now, so it's just, I agree with Willow. I like the old schoolness and the romance of it all, but I still would like to collaborate. I would. Oh my gosh. Janet Jackson knows how to command a stage. This woman here. But y'all know, in real life, Janet Jackson keeps a pretty low profile. And I love it because this weekend, she graced the public with her presence. She went to the British Museum Ball in this gorgeous red gown. Oh my God. Had us gagging. I don't care what, Janet Jackson can be covered head to toe and still exude sexy. Look at the way she's looking at the camera. I want to know, how does Janet train her eyes to say, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, with just her eyes? That's not confidence, that's control. I want to say, you go, Miss Jackson. I just love what she had on, my gosh. Like what you just saw? Well, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. Hit the bell to subscribe right now.